Hey guys, so we're into flowers lately. I thought I'd throw another one for you. I have these beautiful tulips sitting right over here, and I thought, let's give those a shot this week. So stick around and I'll show you how to create a tulip. I do have full online classes. You can find them over there at my website at kellylynart.com, where I have over 2,500 students in 85 different countries and over 24 online classes that have lifetime access. So head over there and check those out. I'm looking in the wrong spot. Over there. Welcome to my YouTube channel, where I have new videos every Tuesday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you click that subscribe button and click the little bell and you'll never miss one. Well, good morning, my art buddies. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I've got lots of videos up for watercolor and alcohol ink, so make sure you check those out. Today, we're going to cover how to create a tulip using watercolor. Very simple, very fast. Now, you can get as detailed as you want with these. What I'm going to do is do a couple different sketches, and I'll just show you the one here today. But I have 3 little pieces of paper. You can take those flowers, take lots of different pictures of them in all different ways, upside down, front. Try all these different angles of your flower. So it looks totally different when you're painting it. So you really can kind of get an understanding of how the flower is made. And look at the intricacy inside these. They are absolutely gorgeous. So here's your challenge for today. If you don't have a tulip, you can grab any flower you want and just sketch it out, all of these different angles, and really understand how the flower structure is. So because this is more like a daily journal type of thing for me, I'm cutting up my little 140-pound cold press watercolor paper into an AECO size. Now that stands for Art Cards, Editions, and Originals. They're basically the same size as a baseball card, and they're little individual small mini pieces of art that artists started trading. They used to call them trading cards a while ago. So they're all 2.5 by 3.5 in size. And these are just a great little thing. I'll share these with friends and family sometimes, or I will trade them with other artists. So if that's something that you're interested in, I actually have this one finished off. And if you are an artist and you are interested in doing some trades, which I think would be a really cool thing, maybe we can set something up. So just leave me a comment down below and type in ACEO if you're an artist and you have some artist trading cards. Maybe we'll do something, sign up for my email newsletter, and if there's enough people interested in it, we might be able to run some kind of contest or some kind of fun thing. All right, so I'm sketching it out here using my graphite pen. Now, my husband absolutely loves these, so he bought me one. It's the first time I've tried it. It's a Graft Gear 5000 0.5 Pentel pencil. It's for drafting, I guess, and I love it. It works great. So I'll put the link for you guys down below, and it comes with a little eraser on the top. So I have this sideways, very lightly putting the shape in here. This is a great way to understand how a flower is made, and just seeing all of the shapes of all of those petals. And if you don't get it perfectly right, don't worry about it. There's very basic pictures or sketches that you can do of a tulip as well. You can find all kinds of them right online. And this one is a little bit more intricate, not quite as simple as some others. So it's a great one for beginners. You still can do this, or for someone that's a little bit more advanced. And the angle of my flower obviously is going to look a little bit different because I am looking straight down at it, so the camera angle is slightly different for what you see here and what I'm seeing, but you get the gist of it. So we have the picture of the flower there, and you can obviously use that if you want to use that for your sketch as well. Then what you'll want to do once you've got your sketch done, you can just take a high polymer eraser. I like to use these, the Pentel ones, and just touch up some of those areas. This works well so it doesn't mar your paper. I don't recommend using the backs of your pencils because you'll end up with discoloration on your watercolor paper, or it might leave little marks where you erase. So these erasers work really well. You'll see once again I'm using my little Cadmium kit that I do recommend for beginners. This is a wonderful starter kit. I use these in most of my online courses as well. And the brand is Winsor & Newton. They've been around for years and years. You can actually replace these pans with more colors or even tube paint. If you squirt out the tube paint, you can let them dry in there as well. If you're ever looking for any of the products that I use in my videos, I usually will have them listed here. If you click on the top right under purchase products here, you can go to my Amazon shop and I have everything listed in there. Now, as you can see, I'm doing a very light wash with this using the alizarin crimson from my kit. I think next week I'm actually going to do a quick little video on washes because I want folks to see that you can pretty much make any depth of color with these pigments. So for that really light wash, I mostly use water. There's very little pigment added to that to get that really nice light shade of pink. And then I went ahead and added the stem in there with a little bit of the lemon yellow and a touch of green. And this is still wet, and I'm going back in now with a little bit heavier pigment of that alizarin crimson and just touching up some of those areas where I see the flower to be a little darker than some other areas. So as I said at the beginning, this is a very quick and easy study, so you don't have to wait for this to dry to get these light washes in here. I do have a little bit of the white gouache that I'm adding to the bottom of that, and if you've watched my other videos, you'll see that I use white gouache a lot. And for those of you that are new, white gouache is more of a opaque paint that you can use with watercolor, but it's a great way to add white to a painting without having to mask it off and leaving your paper white. So it's a little trick that I use in a lot of my classes. So just add a little bit of shadow with that dark green on the side, and I'm going to clean it up a little bit. It was still wet, so it bloomed out to the other areas. So we just soften that, and now I think we're going to do a little splatter. I love the little splatter technique. This is fun just for a little quick warm up. So I'm mixing up. You could use any color you want, but I have a little bit of the blue here. And where that hits on the flower, it's turning more purple. So for that part, I just basically load up the brush with a pigment and then just tap the end of it, and it will give you this really soft splatter effect. Let's do it with a little bit of the alizarin crimson now. And again, my flower is still wet, so you see how it makes that really lovely soft shade in there? It just blooms right in here. And if I want to go a little bit darker yet again, I have a little deeper pigment. Once again, it's still wet, so that will soften a little bit. And with watercolor, just keep in mind that they do dry lighter. If you are interested in a couple other watercolor flowers, I do have a few others on my website. I'll put the link here for you on the top right-hand side. This is what I did with a little demo of a coneflower with a bumblebee, which is really cute. And I also have an acrylic one that I did, a flower with a bumblebee. Please make sure to sign up for my email newsletter for exclusive content and that I send out to just my members. And I did put a link down below for you so that you can have all of my links in one spot. You can view my art, view my prints, you can view the videos, online courses, all that good stuff from this link. So check that out down below. Here is the finished piece. I hope you enjoyed it. Please make sure to click that like button and give it a share. Sharing is caring. If you want to see some other videos, I will attach at the end of the video here a list of other watercolor paintings that you might want to try. So I hope you guys have a great day, and we'll see you next week.